Tonight, I wanted to welcome up with me Renee Carlin.
Yay, Renee! Woo!
And the microphone is chasing you down right now. Now, for those of you who do not know, maybe you're new with us here, Renee coordinates all of our outreach efforts through Compass. And yes, big applause, please. And, so I wanted to just talk with her a little bit about what we were doing last week as a group, and then some opportunities that we have coming forward, and then always love to give a plug for how you can be part of our leadership team, and we'll ask Renee how people can help here in just a little bit. But first of all, Renee, would you just tell us a little bit about what Compass was up to last weekend?
Sure. St. Mary's Food Bank is the first food bank in the United States of America. And it originated with a man who had a thought, and it has started out to be one of the largest food banks. We became involved with them 2 years ago when we did our first outreach there. But this past weekend, we had a unique opportunity. We actually got to package 19,000 pounds of food. And we had a group of 20 people plus another group that was there with us. And what was amazing about it is that we had the opportunity to hear how much in need this food is. Our supervisor, who was in charge of us, said that that food would be gone by Tuesday, the latest. So
and you did all of this on Saturday morning?
Saturday from noon to 3.
Wow.
So it's just really shocking that the food would be gone by Tuesday. 19,000 pounds of food. That's how much in need our community is.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you for coordinating that, and thank you for all of you who were able to participate this last weekend. So how do you decide which outreaches we're going to be a part of? I mean, there's so many things, there are so many needs across the valley, not to mention, you know, even outside around the world. How do you decide what we're going to even participate in?
Well, I work very closely with the City of Grace Outreach Department. I mean, as you know, Compass Ministry is a ministry of City of Grace, and City of Grace is our home church, and we coordinate on a weekly, sometimes monthly basis of the outreaches that we're doing. We try to get involved in a spectrum of things. Some past outreaches have been Feed My Starving Children, the Salvation Army House, Habitat for Humanity. So we try to do fun things that I think singles will like. But sometimes we do have Compass Ministry is asked, like we did for the drive for the soaps and the shampoos and conditioners, just like we did that for the deodorants and stuff for the refugees in December to get those packaged. We're being asked now to help out with our Stations of the Cross.
So what exactly is Stations of the Cross?
Stations of the Cross is a major community outreach that actually is held here in the sanctuary at City of Grace at this campus. And Pastor Lynn and Pastor Bobby originated, and Pastor Lynn has taken it over for the last couple of years. And I was just speaking with her a little bit earlier this evening. I experienced it myself last year as a first-timer. And because of the vignettes, it really is about the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus. And you really get to meet him on a personal level. Through the vignettes. They're interactive vignettes that are set up for display. And people from all over the valley, all religious backgrounds, some people who don't speak English come, and they really encounter Christ, and people have come to Christ through this experience. They spend hours pondering at each vignette. It's so special and so unique. And we get the opportunity on Sunday, April 1st, after our third service here. So from 1:30 to 5, we're in need of everybody, all hands on deck, to come out and support and help set this up, to make this happen. Our pastors have requested that Compass spearhead this. So please see me, see Pastor Lynn. It's in the newsletter. Call Pastor Bobby if you need to. We just need all hands on deck for this outreach. It's just an amazing experience.
Yeah, I would agree. It's a couple of years ago when I went for the first time, I didn't know what to expect. I've been to other churches that have Stations of the Cross, and I know it's a time of meditation, but it just seemed like this was such an amazing opportunity to experience God's grace, just remembering exactly what Jesus did for us, and then the fact that we get to share that with other people who, this is just a time of year when people are open to coming to church. And I would even say that as well. Another way that you can help is just invite people to Sunday service. People are open to church because they go at Christmas and Easter and Mother's Day. So it's going to be a great time. So is there any other assistance that's needed with Stations of the Cross?
Yes. Friday, April 6th is Good Friday when the Stations of the Cross will be held. So from 5:30 to 6:30, we're asking for volunteers to come help break that down and turn the church over for Sunday's service. So we'll be needing assistance that evening and on Saturday as well.
Great. There's a couple of clipboards, if those haven't been passed around yet. If you guys would just consider coming to help us on Sunday the 1st, even if it's for an hour or two, that would be very helpful. And then again on Friday, and there will be still some setup taking place on Saturday morning. So that'll be awesome. What else do you have planned for the quarter? I know that we're kind of coming up on the end of our first quarter already, which is amazing, but I know that you've got a couple things planned out. What's coming up next?
Well, just to backtrack a little bit, too, Kara got us involved with the Princess program. So I'm always open to hearing outside or inside information about what outreaches you'd like to do or you're currently involved with doing, and you'd like us to do, because I can always research that and get us involved. So what we do have coming up is going back to our retreat last October with Pastor Bobby teaching on evangelism and our evangelism styles. We're going to be hitting Old Town Scottsdale again. And that's going to be an amazing experience. Those who came out last time were just in awe. And we just had a fun time, and we all went out to dinner after, and it was a great experience. I think we did get one person to come to church, so that was a good experience.
Very cool. So we've got Stations of the Cross, and then the outreach, and then you're getting ready again to start planning for the next year. And then tell me a little bit about what missions, I know we do a lot locally. What do we do across the world?
This year, Pastor Bobby and Pastor George are taking a team to Argentina. And woohoo! Yes. What an opportunity. It's a unique experience that people will be exposed to a different culture. They'll be supporting the School of the Arts. Typically, children down there don't get to learn instruments unless they come from wealthy families. And the School of Punchinella actually was formed by a woman who had a passion to see that low-income children would learn how to perform an art, an instrument, and a major in that. And so they'll be working with them, and I just got done talking to Pastor Bobby about what else is going to be there. Last time they were there, they built a facility for a retreat center. And this time they're going to be going into low-income family areas and doing evangelism. The meeting, if you have even an interest, or even if you know you can't go to Argentina this year, do show up on April 15th is the meeting at 1:30. It's just international outreach is a unique opportunity to experience and come home changed.
I would agree with that. Sometimes we usually go to serve other people, and then you realize that God's been doing something in you, and come back with a whole new perspective.
Right.
Well, thank you, Renee, for all of your work and effort. I know a lot of research and planning goes into each outreach that we're able to do. And as God just lays it on your heart, I know that every person wants to be involved in something at some level. And there is an opportunity, even when you can't make specific days, even if you can help with planning or making follow-up phone calls, those things are helpful. And be sure to just connect with Renee on how you can be of assistance in that regard. And then again, just watch the newsletters and email newsletter, as well as Facebook and the website for upcoming outreach events. Looking forward to it. Thanks,
Fantastic.
Renee.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.